Hi guys! Mabuhay! It's me, your girl InDaynaMo, and welcome back to my Taglish channel! Hello guys! How are you all on either side of the universe? So guys, for today's video, another attraction, another tour for today's video, and we're still in the big island of Hawaii, dito sa west side pa rin tayo guys. So guys, are you ready for some attraction tour for today's video? What are we waiting for? Happy watching!
Oh, you throw? No, I'm not parking. I'm just going to see a valet parking guy or... So I saw a Tumbe parking that side. Yeah, Mum. You got shades on.
Oh, these pala going.
Gas lanterns here too. Balloon parks.
We checked in there.
Aloha.
Yes!
Hey, Tito.
Right around the right corner.
Oh, okay.
Look like you're ready to roll.
We are.
All right, I'll do it. Obviously, I'll be your driver this evening, but you're also stuck with me for the tour. I'll also be your bartender. So we're hanging out for a while. So as we pull in here on the left, first thing you're probably going to notice is these gigantic tanks. Unfortunately, no, they are not full of beer. I know. But they still are pretty neat because those are part of our water reclamation plan. So we're one of only 3 breweries in the United States that recycles our own water. So about half of all the water we're using in this facility is recycled. We've already used it at least once. And for the most part, we use that to wash down all the brewing equipment. We also water all these plants with it. But basically anything other than drinking water or actually brewing the beer itself, we're going to use that recycled water.
Don't try too.
Yuck.
But that hurts.
Look at it all.
Kona Brewing Company is one of Hawaii's most iconic craft breweries, founded in 1994 in Kailua, Kona on the Big Isle. It's famous for blending local island vibes with high-quality, approachable beers that have become favorites both in Hawaii and around the world.
No problem. It's nice over the sunset, cold beer, pretty good. So today we're doing our big wave. This is our golden ale. Yeah, don't be shy, it's not for me. This is the one that probably got you a lot of you through those doors. It's actually one of the first 2 beers we came up with, and it's still one of our best sellers today, so we kind of got lucky and knocked it out of the park on the first try. Then I'm going to play a short little video on that TV over there. We call these guys the brothers. They're going to talk some story, tell you all about this fine little brewery of ours. Save me a little breath. Speaking of which, since you guys are smart, you picked the last tour of the day, the best tour of the day, the sunset tour. So I do this one a little differently usually. I'll do the talking portion a little quicker, which most people don't mind. You don't have to listen to me as long. And the reason for that is because I'm racing the sun. We've got a big lanai upstairs, so I'll invite you to hang out on the lanai. I'll bring out some music. You can basically hang out, watch the sunset, and I'll just keep bringing you different kinds of beer to try.
I'll pick up.
How's that sound? Sound pretty good?
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I've never had to talk to anyone. All right. That being said, though, if I go over things a little too quick and you still have questions at the end, feel free to ask away. I'm pretty good at making stuff up. All right. Here's the brothers. Sugar, which is pretty important because that's the sugar we're going to use to feed our yeast. So if you didn't know, yeast is a living organism. It's actually all around us right now, and it really likes to eat sugar. And when it does that, it breaks the sugar down into CO2, our carbonation, and alcohol. Of course, we can't do this without water. Beer is about 90 to 95% water, but like I'm sure most of us in here have tried, no, it will not hydrate you. So really, all you need to make beer is malted grains, yeast, and water. But most of the time, we're also going to throw in some hops. Hops are a natural flower. They give us all kinds of different aromas and flavors. But also, very importantly, hops are a natural preservative. So that's how we've been preserving beer, keeping it fresh for a very, very long time. And it's actually still how we do it today. We don't have to add any man-made preservatives. Hop flower does that for us. And then, of course, it wouldn't be Hawaii if we didn't put some aloha in there. That's our secret ingredient. All right, guys, looks like you're ready for another beer. All right. Hang out on the line. But before we get there, we like to go over our sustainability a little bit more. Like I said in the video, you're standing in one of the most sustainable breweries anywhere in the world. A big part of that is water. Kind of ironic, all the same ingredients, but even make sure their water matches ours. And to do that, they send us a sample of their beer and their water almost once a week. So we can tell them at the end, feel free to ask them. have 13 people that run this whole place for us. So we have to let them go home sometimes. So they're here Monday through Friday until about 5. So they're probably all hanging out, enjoying the fruits of their labors. Feel free to take pictures too, guys. We don't put the recipes on the wall, so it's all good. And we are hiring, so I might as well walk you through a quick batch. If you want a job, pay attention. Otherwise, you don't really have to listen to me. You can just walk around and take pictures. I will not be offended. So this whole process starts out with those malted grains that I was talking about downstairs. But like a good cup of coffee at home, we want to grind those beans fresh before we brew, yeah? So we do the same thing here, but we call it milling. So behind this brick wall is our milling room. We're going to mill that grain fresh. Now that it's in a brewery, it is going to be called mash from here on out. It's another fancy beer term. So we're going to take that fresh mash, we're going to put it in this tank on the right, which is called a mash tub. We're going to add warm water to that, and we're going to let it soak. This is just to extract those sugars from that mash. This is going to make a really sweet, bitter slurry that we call wort, W-O-R-T. So that's actually an old English word for root. So it's like the root, or a good way to think about it is like the base. Once you've got your beer base, your wort, you've got a lot of options for all the different beers you can make. So now that we've got our wort, we've got to get the mash out of it. Instead of relying on gravity and straining it, we're going to use pressure. Way more efficient. So we're going to pump this into this big rectangular device. That's called a mash press. Very creative, right? So that's going to squeeze every last drop of flavor out of there. Like I said, it's more efficient. This thing's actually enabled us to use about half the amount of grain we used at our previous facility. Pretty cool. Now that they're separated, we've got to sanitize the wort. So we're going to pump it into the next tank to the left. We're going to raise it up to 160 degrees for an entire hour. So that's going to kill any bacteria in there that could potentially grow. And then, don't worry, that's normal. I used to warn people about it, but it's usually more entertaining for me if I don't. So, we still got to flavor this, but for the most part, it's going to happen in our brew kettle. That's what we're going to have. So really, you can add hops when you want to use time. But for the most part, you can do that in your brew kettle. If you didn't know, there's a giant variety of hops. It just depends on what you're going for. If you want something that tastes kind of fruity without having to add any fruit, there's a hop for that. If you want something that's more bitter, flavoury, there's a hop for that. Depends on what you're going for. And then, apparently nobody likes drinking beer. We got to get these hops out of there. So we're going to pump this into the whirlpool. It's going to do exactly what it's out there. It's going to spin this wort into a whirlpool, which is going to pull all those heavy solids out and down. This is also a really good time to put in our juices though. You probably noticed we like things tropical here in Hawaii. So we put a lot of juices in our beer. This is a good time to do it because it's already mixed with it. But also because we want to add those juices before fermentation. Probably guess why. Juice has a lot of sugar in it. So we don't want our beer to taste like juice with beer in it. We want it to be the other way around. So we add the juice before fermentation, so the yeast has plenty of time to break down all those sugars. So you're getting the flavor from the juice without all that. So this is still wort, but it's ready to become beer. So we've got to cool it off. We're going to pump it into our fermentation tank, and we're going to add the yeast. And this is where the yeast starts to work its magic. Like I said downstairs, this is where it's going to cruise around in here, kind of like Pac-Man, eating up all those sugars, breaking it down into CO2 for our carbonation, and alcohol. It takes about 1 to 2 weeks for most ales, which is what most beer is. Lagers take about 2 to 3 weeks, which is why you won't see hardly any breweries with more than one lager. It takes too much time. Different kind of yeast likes to be cold. Things that are cold move a little slower. So lagers are going to take about twice as long. Once it's done fermenting, of course it's got to be kegged or canned. Most people think that when go to my house. So we're going to keg it in that drawer over there, and we'll can it with this crazy contraption right here. So this is all part of our automated canning system. And when I say automated, I mean it. It only takes one person to kind of babysit this thing. It'll do about 200 cans per minute when we've got it running at full speed. It even x-rays them at the end to make sure no geckos or anything like that fell in there. It's a real thing in Hawaii. But as long as it passes that gecko test, it'll even box it up for us and glue that box shut. So then all we really have to do is stack it on a pallet and drive it into the fridge. So it might not look like it, but that whole big white wall behind me is just a massive drive-in refrigerator. You can literally drive a truck into it. But don't get too excited. I know you think it'd be chock full of beer, but this stuff goes pretty fast, so it's usually pretty empty. So don't get any big ideas, okay? And that's about it for in here, other than I like to do a fun fact of the day. And since it was super hot today, these are called big ass fans. That's actually the name of the company. I just think that's awesome. It's about on the nose as it gets. Yep. All right, you guys ready to go watch the sunset and drink some beer?
Oh yeah. Sounds good.
All right.
Beer stay cold the whole time.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Oh, that's footage. Is he's talking there at the top
What's
there.
that one? Only in the Hawaii.
Yeah.
So they don't do this one to the mainland.
Nah, I think I just said it's an old brewery, and that's probably just
They don't want only in Hawaii. They don't want so many mainland.
The original brewery and pub, located in Kailua, Kona, offers a relaxed, island-style setting where visitors can enjoy fresh brews just steps from where they're made. The pub features open-air seating, shaded lanais, and a welcoming atmosphere that fits perfectly with the Kona coast lifestyle. The company has since expanded, but this big island location remains the heart and soul of Kona Brewing.
And we'll have plenty of time to walk around and take pictures and stuff too. I won't rush you guys out of here. I should probably get you guys a beer so that you can have a beer while you're taking pictures. Yeah, the other one's in New Hampshire. I'm gonna set them down, otherwise people like to drop them.
That's cool.
I try to just hand them to people, it usually doesn't go well.
Thank you.
Well, of course.
Acknowledge the table, heathens.
The pub pairs its beers with a locally inspired menu featuring pizzas, poke bowls, fresh seafood, and island-style appetizers.
Same exact beer though. So Hefeweizens are an unfiltered German-style wheat beer. There's not actually any fruit in this at all, but you'll pick up on a lot of different fruity flavors, and that's just from the kind of yeast that we use.
Is that the whole one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
This is actually my favorite beer.
Okay, I think we get like a nice array. I got the super Reese's pretty clear. Oh, I love the cloudy. Oh, I don't know which one
Oh, I
is
think mine was a lot more sedimenty than you.
Oh, that's the new.
The
sediment has a separate.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, why don't you try the unsettled?
The only thing, the only amount you charge is interest in because next month I don't go anywhere.
No, Gambia.
Is it that big?
You do a lot of shopping.
Next month when I come
Balik
back,
buying box and Aldi.
I see it, but I don't want to. Not like here. I always like.
That's huge.
The coach gave me
This
an
reminds me
idea
of
was
that
the
time
latest
like
one.
there were like chunks
It's
floating
expensive to
around.
see in the Aldi. Is it good?
Yeah, that's right. I think it's like for German beer.
Alright, so number 3 is our Honolulu session. So a lot of people probably notice that on a lot of craft brews nowadays you'll see 2 numbers. You'll see the ABV. Most people know that one, alcohol by volume. You'll also see the IBUs. That stands for International Bitterness Units. So they go from 0 to 100, 100 being the most bitter. So most IPAs start at about a 50 and up, but this is a session. So this one, like most sessions, is going to be below 50. This one sits at about 40 IBUs, and it's only 4.2% alcohol. So those low numbers are what make it a session IPA. It means just that, you can session it, you can have more of them. And then to smooth this one out even more, put in a little bit of hog juice, which is passion fruit, orange, guava. There you go. In case you couldn't hear me all the way back there, it's called on a way.
Do you bottle here or just do cans?
Just cans, yeah.
I just looked up an Australian website and I have longboard lager. I think it may be a tall bottle, so I'm guessing that's done in the mainland.
Yeah, so all the bottles are from the mainland, yeah. We don't have any bottling facilities anywhere in Hawaii.
Yeah.
So basically we'd have to ship a bunch of empty bottles from the mainland. And we're trying to be sustainable, you know, so yeah. But cans are really the preferred method for beer anyways because they don't let any light in.
Oh, yeah.
Plus I like it because that means I can take it with me wherever I go.
Live music and community events are a regular part of the vibe, making it more than just a brewery, it's a cultural gathering spot.
Oahu isn't a brewery, it's just a restaurant. So the is the one where you checked in. So that's where we used to brew everything. Okay. So this is the real version. Yeah, this is the new and improved version. That's awesome. Then everything else is brewed with me.
Signature beers. Kona Brewing Company is best known for its island-inspired flagship beers, Longboard Island Lager, crisp, refreshing, and easy drinking. Big Wave Golden Ale, light-bodied with tropical hop notes, one of their most popular worldwide. Fire Rock Pale Ale, bold, hoppy, and citrusy. Pipeline Porter, brewed with 100% Kona coffee for a smooth, roasted flavor. In addition to these classics, the pub often features limited release and seasonal brews available only in Hawaii. Kona Brewing Company emphasizes eco-friendly practices, including solar power, water conservation, and partnerships with local farmers who use spent grain for feed.
It almost tripped. You never been to Hershey, Pennsylvania, right? Like the chocolate factory.
I mean, I know it's there. I don't know.
That's fun.
That's really that'd be a good name for a group too. For the woodwinds.
Oh, that'd be, yeah, see, that'd be cool.
Passed away. Maybe.
Common here, but they're not very common. Oh.
Yes!
Oh, there's more stuff down there.
Yeah, it's a lot of brewery too.
Oh, there's a lot of lights over here. Oh, very reggae. Oh, Mr. Man's left his window open. Thank you, ma'am, sir.
Now, that's the last tour for today.
So, that's it guys. That's our Kona Brewing Company brewing tour for today's video. So that's our brewing tour. So if you haven't checked our last video guys, this is the continuation, and I will put here our last video from our previous video guys. And I hope you will watch ready for you jump in this video. So anyway guys, from West Coastal Coast, which is the Kapaa Beach, Hawaii, dito sa Big Island, guys. We are heading down and we are heading back to the Kona downtown, guys. So, it's about 1 hour of driving. So, if you haven't yet checked nga na ang ating previous video, which is in the page park, is another beach again, guys. It's free. Yes, you hear me right. And you can also do snorkeling, swimming, picnic, camping there, guys. Yes, guys. And of course, it's a unique, another unique beach, west coastal side dito sa Big Island, guys. So, nakita nyo, it's a black, like a black sand, guys, and black rocks formation. While you are walking in the beach, guys. So anyway, highway, nandito tayo sa Brewing tour. So this is another Kona Brewing tour, guys. And yes, guys, so if you been in my channel for quite some times, you know Jackson and I always do a Brewing tour since back then. So kung saan kaming area or kung saan kaming country, guys, nagbo-brewing tour talaga kami ni Jax, guys. So it's another brewing tour, and yes, guys, they also have a shack pub, which the first one is that's the meeting up point. So you need to be there before 15 minutes of before the brewing tour. So they do open 7 days a week and from 12 noon to 5 p.m. guys. So it's a 60 minutes excursion. And yes, guys, so doon meet up sa my Kona Brewing Shack Pub. Yes, meron kasing live music doon, may mga pizza parlor, and then yes, you can also taste some popular famous beer in Kona, guys. And yes, they do in Kona, guys, yung brewing, yung beer na yon. So, today's video, nakita nyo kanina, guys, yung ating Kona Brewing Tour. And yes, guys, we have a tour guide here. It's not self-guided kasi, of course, hindi naman namin alam kung ano yung mga history nila, kung ano meron, kung how they do their beer like this, if it's same in the other brewing company, guys. And yes, you hear me right. So, the meetup is in the pub, or in the Shack Pub, guys. Yes. Aloha, mahalo. And yes, guys, nakita nyo kanina ang ating we have a tour guide who will catch us from the complimentary shuttle bus, and he will bring us to the factory of the brewing of Kona Brewery. So yung name yun is Kona beer, guys. Yes, you hear me right. They have different varieties of beer. Depends on your taste bud. And yes, you hear me right. It's $20 per person. Hindi siya free. You need to pay, of course, guys. And it's very limit lang kasi. So, makita niyo naman yung shuttle complimentary bus natin. Hindi siya massive. It's like a wide shuttle bus lang, guys. So, anyway, we are a big group also. And then, parang full na yung shuttle bus that time. And yes, meron kami shuttle bus. We have a tour guide also. And we have a welcome drink beer. Na nandun kami sa may loob ng area, which is the tour guide introduced about the history of the Kona Brewery. So, nakita niyo naman. And yes, guys, meron kami mga glass doon. Yung mga pink glass ba yun? Yes. If I'm not mistaken, yes. Ganun siya, guys. So, meron lang siyang nakalimutan ko kung ilang ml. Anyhow, nakita nyo kanina, guys. And yes, cheers. So anyway, guys, nakita nyo. So after that, he always say about the history, the establishment of the area, the company, the brewing area, guys. So pumasok kami doon. And we have included yung sa $20 per person where we paid already. So, included ang 4 tasting beer doon, guys, at the end of the tour. And yes, you hear me right. It's a very 60 minutes excursion, guys, about the place, about the area, about the Kona, about the different types of beer, how they do it, the hops, the water, and then the yeast, guys. Nakita nyo naman yung mga talagang typical na paggawa ng beer, guys. And yes, they have a secret recipe ba. So, anyhow, guys, nakita nyo ang ating tour dito sa Kona Brewery, and we duly highly recommend if you are in Kona, which is in the west side of the Big Island, guys. Hindi lang pang national park ang Big Island, they have also a drinking area, guys, if you love beer or a big beer lover, guys. And if you not, you can also try like to sip or like sip different kinds of beer or taste guys. And yes, you will see that, guys. So, yes, guys. So, yeah, narinig nyo naman about the Kona beer. It's fun, guys. That today's video is very fun kasi nga, it's another knowledge na naman about the beer dito sa Kona. And yes, as I said earlier, it's duly highly recommend. So, this is the end of our day dito sa Kona. And then the next day, we will have another attraction, guys. Yeah, I hope you have fun, guys. And yes, guys, that's the end of our video for today. I will put their segment in my description box down below. And you can check it out for yourself, people of the universe. Like if you did enjoy our video for today, and please subscribe if you haven't yet, and don't forget to hit the bell button for you to get notified for our next video. And please comment down below if you like this video po, and see you when I see you on my next one. Bye bye, guys. Be good, be safe, and mahalo, and mwah. Ciao la.